It's so important. Now, you care about them, right? So now when you come to sell for them a referral, what do? You're just taking care of them. You're not really trying to sell them a referral. You're really just trying to take care of them. Oh, really? Tom cares about my house. Tom cares about my friend. Because he already brought me coffee in the morning. You know, I like my latte, you know. You really think about me. You don't even understand how much it's going to make you the difference. I bought somebody PlayStation, $250,000 worth. He gave me after that. Flowers. Especially when you start the contract, I always take the birthdays. Because if the birthday falls at the same time we do the work, you come with flowers, with chocolate, you know, bomboniera.
I have a friend that sent them to Vegas for like a week.
You can send them to Vegas if it's a big job.
House, tell them when you come back, it's all.
You don't understand how much these things make difference. Ram tickets, LA Kings. I one time did a job for a guy, and it ended up being $550,000 work with his friends and family just from. I got him a ticket for the LA Kings game.
Hockey?
Yeah. When you come to the house, you see a sign. I'm a LA King fan. You see a sign on the house. You already know the guy's LA King fan. But what am I now? Also LA King fan. Go Kings. I didn't even know what this is, you know. But you have to adjust. You have to keep it outside of the box. So you need to push their hot buttons. Okay, talk to them. Open up to them. Become their friend. Make them talk to you. Make them explain to you their wants, their needs. And they will become your friend. And once you're their friend, you're the only one who's going to do business in this house. Okay? So it's very, very important. Oh, this is the best one. 14. Refinance after PACE program or after any kind of green sky or something like this. Because the payments, okay, on a $50,000 loan is about $500 to $750 per month. $50,000. Let's say, for example. Okay? Now, they're already paying $750 for green sky. Okay? Or PACE program, they're going to pay $50,000. Okay? It doesn't matter. This is the range. $50,000 is anywhere from $500 a month to $750 a month. It depends what program we choose. If we choose a PACE program, it's $500. If we choose green sky, it's $750. It depends on the payment factor. Now I sold the job for $50,000. I'm doing the work. It's about to close and wrap up the work. But when I did all this job, I went and visited the work, and I already asked her, "Hey, Marilyn, what is the really like what you want to do in the house? What you really want? Oh, I always dreamed about a new kitchen, but forget about it now. I don't have the money and all that." You remember that? Now she comes to close the job. You can actually do it before she closes the job. You can tell her, "Marilyn, let me ask you a question. If I can give you the kitchen for free, would you take it?" "Oh, kitchen for free? Of course I will take it." If you can start getting your kitchen free for today, would you start it today? "Oh, I would start it yesterday. I've been dreaming about it 20 years. So let me tell you what is possible today. The market is very low in interest. Let's say about 3%. If we have equity in the house and refi the house for $100,000, the payment on the $100,000 will be $500. So she's paying me $50,000 for the kitchen. She's killing the balance with green sky, another $50,000, and she's keeping the same payments, or even lower, depending which program she chooses.
And she raised the value of the house.
And she raised the value.
Back the
Do you understand? I need you, each and every one of you guys, to tell me that they understood it.
I've done it.
I understand, but they have a longer time for the mortgage.
I don't talk about it.
What?
But you understand? Each
We're
and every
taking all your equity, but don't think about that.
To summarize, I don't want to say a word if you don't know. To summarize it, what it is like this. When you do mortgage for 3 years. When you take an unsecured loan such as Green Sky or Benji or other loans, it's up to 12 years. So the payment, of course, with Benji and Green Sky, the 9%, 8.99%, all the unsecured loan is up to 24%. When you refinance a house, the interest rate is 3%. If she was owning the property for 30 years and she refinanced the house 7 years ago or 5 years ago, interest at that time was more than 3%. Now it's low. So what you do is you take what she said, the $50,000 that you sold her the kitchen, plus the work that you did. You already charge her Green Sky 65, let's say, so you take the 65,000 plus the 50,000, 110,000. If you add that to her existing mortgage, and you add $110,000, the payment will still be the same with the
Or
first
lower.
mortgage or lower.
Exactly.
If it's lower, you can sell another product,
Exactly.
because she can afford to make the payment she's making now.
Do your kitchen and pay less.
So this is the financing, huh?
You
But
save
if
the
she
money.
refinanced the house already like a year ago, she already lowered the interest,
But you don't.
but she didn't pull money out.
Then you would.
So, hold on. You're asking a valid question, and then I'm gonna let you continue the meeting, because this is a meeting by itself where you're talking about financing. But let me just explain to you. This is considered as a referral. You're selling the money as a referral. You're not selling the referral itself. You are selling the kitchen. But in order for you to sell the kitchen, you have to use a tool beside your mouth, is your knowledge, and your knowledge is financing. So if you sell financing, then you can sell the referral of the referral that you want to sell. So what he said, that you're not paying anything for the kitchen, you're not paying any more payment for the kitchen. But of course she's paying for the kitchen, but she doesn't care. So Nachmania, if you know, if the person is open-minded to do that, you say, oh really, you can do it? Yeah, you call Elsie right away, you do things. Even if she didn't say yes yet to the product, you are selling the product by putting Elsie on the phone, because Elsie herself is a product and she is helping you to make sale, and she know how to sell the money. Especially if they are veteran. If they are veteran people, and שיוצאים מהצבא, they have a lot of benefit. The interest rate is lowered by 3/4%. They don't pay no escrow fee, they don't pay any fees, and it's a done deal. Like Dorev did the other day.
Everybody understood it.
So how
It's
much
very
is the
important.
for? 200 and what?
חן,
$235,000.
אתה מבין את זה? זה מאוד חשוב.
Okay.
אוקיי, יופי.
Just-
אנחנו יכולים לחדד את זה גם בפגישה הבאה. We can clarify
Yeah,
this
that's
more.
something that we
But this is very, very good tool, because every time that you use Green Sky Finance or what do you call this, Base, shoot it. Now, when I sell like Green Sky, I tell the client, congratulations, you got $100,000. You don't need to use it right now, but just for you to know, you got approved for $100,000. What do I do? Plant the seed, right? So next time when I'm coming, and I want to do some other work, it's easy because he already know that he's approved for more work. Oh no, I'm just going to do the 40,000. But we'll wait and see. But you understand. So now you say, oh, of course, we just need that for now. But then you use it for the next one. You already know you have the loaded. The Canon is loaded, right? Use it. Be aware of your weapons in the house. Be aware of what you can do, the tools. Now, it brings in to number 15, which sometimes you decide for the client. Okay? What do you think? I should do it? What do I think you should do it? Of course. Does it make sense not to do it? Look at how it looks like. And you decide, I have to stop the job until we take care of this plywood. I have to stop the job until, be assertive. Don't be afraid. Worst case scenario, they're going to tell you no. Listen, I cannot continue the job without me taking care of the plumbing, because then you're going to leak, and then you're going to call me and say, Tom, there is a leak, but I already told you, galvanized iron is not going to connect to copper. I need to do the whole thing copper. How could I know it? I didn't even open the house. Now I see that everything is copper. We have to connect copper to copper. Otherwise, you're going to have erosion. We have to do it. Here's how much it's going to cost. Please approve the work. Sign here and here. Decide for the client. Very powerful tool. Very powerful tool. When you come with confidence, they go after you. You have to understand that. It's very, very important. יניב, זה לך, תחדד לך את זה. שמעתי אותך עושה ליד, אתה אומר לי, is that okay if you're gonna pay 250? No, man, you're only gonna pay 250, and that's a good one because we have the promotion. You show her that it could have been 350, but you made it at 250. Don't ask her if it's okay. Tell her, it's only gonna be 250 today for you, lady. Okay? אל תפחד, כנס בלקוחות. Questions? Okay. Use your responsibility as a licensed contractor. Okay? Ma'am, look, I'm a licensed contractor. I have to report that you have here an issue with your electrical. I don't feel comfortable at this point to continue with the work like this.
What is
We have to do something about it.
that?
Ma'am, look, I'm sorry. I have to use my responsibility as a licensed contractor to tell you that there is here issue with the plumbing and the electric. I cannot continue the
Where are
work
you
like
gonna
this.
report it to?
By law, I have to. No, but you need to use.
No, what's the license?
No, I'm just saying this because I'm always consider myself like a house doctor, like doctor license.
חוק רציני.
אני רציני?
מה זה חוק רציני? אני אומר.
בקיצור, it's like you going to the doctor say you have a high blood pressure. He will tell you have a high blood pressure. Reduce your cholesterol. He will tell you. I will also tell my client, look, I have to tell you, I have to report. I see this one has erosion. I have to replace it for you. And then you lead the client and you decide for them. Yeah, we can do it for this and that. You understand? It's very important tool. Okay? Questions? Good.
You just need to give 10 minutes before the end of the meeting to Avi.
Okay.
I'm running here, the project manager, so he needs to speak after the.
Okay. So basically, we want to sell what we want and not what the client wants. It's regarding the same thing what I just said, because you're leading with the sale, right? I go to George and I tell George, we need to do here the framing. But I don't see it. It's buried under my subfloor. Yes, I know, but you want to be buried also under the house? We have to do it, and you decide for him what he needs to do. Because he have a certain more money that he kept for this project, you are the one who's leading what he's going to say buy now. Make sense? So you are deciding to the client what he's buying next time. Lead for that. Of course, you cannot put a gun on their face, but when you are assertive and confident, you can make sense to the client. Okay? Number 18, of course, is be their best friend and get to close them and gain your trust. They will gain the trust in you. How many times you had customer told you, we're only going to do the work with you? The referrals. We're only going to do it with you. Let me consult with my husband. We're going to get back to you tomorrow. We're going to do it only with you. Why? Because they trust you. Why do they let you invest in their house, time, and you come back and they pay you checks and you can sell them 40,000 here, 30,000 there? Because they trust you. When you become their friend and they trust you, you can sell them by recommendation. You know, guys, I don't want to just say, but when I first met you, I was always looking on the HVAC and I saw it's like dusty and probably it gets all the asbestos out from the pipe. But I didn't want to hear like I'm a car salesman. So now that I feel comfortable with you, and you tell them, now that I feel comfortable with you, put it outside of the table. Now I can tell you that I feel like you guys are breathing asbestos. And you're not lying. It's an old HVAC. I think it's time for you guys to do it. And we actually have a program, PACE program here in the neighborhood that we can do it for you for like, and then you sell the program, and then you sell the money. So for $200 a month, we can get you that, and then you're going to have rebates from the city of energy efficiency. You need to be creative, but they need to trust you for that. So when you're not using your subcontractor, your third-party estimator that comes to the house, your inspector, sell yourself, use yourself. Hey Larry, it's going to be a good idea for you here to do solar. Yeah, you know what, it does make sense. How